Diablo. Barbarian. Hell mode. Yeah, yeah. But wait. Huh. The pitter patter of barbarian feet. Let's get my music back on. Wah. Lysander.
There's nothing the right poison can't cure.
Say something mean about someone.
I've traded my potions to Arif many times. Yes, they seem to fetch a good price in the Western lands.
Oh. You're a nice man. A very nice old man. Let's see. So I was in Act 2. I got the staff. Now I need the amulet. That's where the vipers are. They hurt. They really hurt. Let's see. Who could I talk to though? Someone say something.
Welcome to the Desert Rain.
The Desert Rain.
What tales Drognin can tell. You would do well to listen carefully to that wizened wizard.
You know, that's what I was thinking. He seems like the smartest dude in town. So the Desert Rain, is that the name of his shop? That's a pretty good name for a shop. It's like, we got what you need.
Greetings.
Hello, sir.
Drognin's a mystery to me. Then again, I never did trust mages much.
Oh, mages are my people.
Allow me to advise you.
I've been practicing magic for more years than you could know. I'm older than I look, though not so old that I can't conjure up a few sparks.
Aw, cool.
Tell me your troubles.
Gossip.
Oh, Lysander is cranky, but he's a good old man. He used to give me medicines when my son was ill.
So her son was killed by Radamant. Huh. And her husband too. You know what's so cool about this act? It starts out with this mystery of there's a monster under the city that's killing everybody. That's just like stealing people away in the night. And they're disappearing basically. And at the same time, there are monsters out in the desert. Kind of like haranguing the city goers in the night. I think that's what it was. And this theme of there's some evil lurking beneath the city sandwiches the whole act because it starts out that way with the sewers, and then it ends that way with the harem, where when you finally gain entrance to the palace, you find that there's like they opened a portal down there and monsters are coming through it, and it's a nightmare show down there. You gotta clean it up.
Good day.
Hello, Prince.
I have heard of your many deeds of skill and bravery. I feel I can trust you with something I have been hesitant to speak of. Drognin and I have concluded that the Dark Wanderer who passed through here recently was Diablo himself. Drognin believes that Diablo is searching the desert for the secret tomb where the great Horadric mage Talrasha keeps Baal imprisoned. You must find Diablo and put an end to the terrible evil that has fallen upon our city. Drognin is wise and is sure to have some helpful advice for you as to how Talrasha's tomb may be found. It may take you quite some time to find the tomb. May you be ready when you do.
Oh, I'll be ready. I'm gonna find it. But you, sir, you're up to no good down there, and I know it.
For trade in magic and the like, see Drognin or Lysander. Drognin is the wisest man I know. without equal in magic and ancient lore. Poor Lysander is nearly deaf, but he's a reliable potion chemist. For travel back west, see Wariv, whom you already know. Our own Farah is a fine and honest armorer, and she can heal wounds as well. Elzix is the innkeeper, and may also have some items to trade. Grays, the mercenary captain I hired to secure the gates of Lut Gholein, keeps order in town as well. There are others here too. I'm sure you'll meet most of them. Just look around.
Thank you, Sultan. I would love to see a wizard battle between Akara in Act 1, Drognan in Act 2, and It can't be Tyrael. He's overpowered. It's gotta be fair. So let's say Jamela from Act 4. I skipped Act 3. What's that guy's name in Act 3? I don't know. But you know the guy I'm talking about. The one in the middle of town. And then, let's see, Act 5. Who's the wizard in Act 5? Maybe the... You know what? I think it's actually Nilathak before he turns evil. I was gonna go with the girl, but I'd actually rather see him. All right, so let's go do a thing. Doodly-doo, doodly-doodly-doo. So I'm a frenzy barbarian, but I'm berserking because it's Act 2. It helps me kill things in fewer hits, which means I take less lightning damage. You are in the hurt zone, buddy.
Hello.
How may I help you?
So how do you pronounce your name?
I know much about the ancient religions. I was trained as a paladin of Zakarum.
You don't even say your name?
Geglash is too confident in his abilities. A warrior's true strength is in his heart.
Geglash? Who the frick is Geglash? You mean Grays? Is there a guy I don't know in Act 2? Oh, he's over there. He's in the inn.
Hey, you're a barbarian, aren't you? Ferocious as the wild beasts of the north. That's what they say. I suppose you've come to help save this city. Well, you needn't bother. Grace seems to have this place locked down nice and tight. Not that I couldn't have done the same. I've proven my valor in combat plenty of times.
He's a little drunk.
There are some ancient tombs out there in the desert. You have to go pretty far to find them, though. Rumor has it that they're crawling with walking corpses now. Shit. As if the saber cats and claw vipers weren't bad enough. Oh, I'd go with you to those tombs, but I don't like all that living dead stuff.
Yep, me neither. Especially the ones that resurrect. They're the worst. Well, alright. That's all the characters. Let's go back fighting. Okay, Frenzy seems more appropriate right now. Gotta use the right tool for the job. This is redonkulous. I'm surrounded by monsters that make more monsters. Well, I have to correct myself. Something I said last time. I committed blasphemy. Sega blasphemy. I said there are no Sega games that I go back and play. But that is incorrect. There is one. And it's awesome. 2 if you count the sequel. It's The Shining Force. Oh yeah. I'm all about that. Now it's pretty darn old school. You're definitely signing up for some slow burn. But man, I love it. It's a hero RPG sort of game, but it's also like a strategy, turn-based puzzle sort of game. It's kind of puzzly in that way. So it's a nice mix of a lot of the things I like in a game. It's RPG in the sense that you have a main character. You have your hero. He gains levels and gear, and he fights monsters. But alongside your hero, you're building a team of other heroes that are secondary, but still important to level up and gear. And then you're using all of those heroes, or at least a group of like 15 of them or whatever it was. Because eventually you get too many to have all of them on your team at once.
I am overburdened.
You're using them in like this chessboard sort of scenario, moving them around turn by turn to defeat the other teams who's doing the same thing. They've got a set amount of units at the start of the fight. They move them around the board. It's a board made of squares, terrain. So yeah, it's pretty similar to tabletop gaming. And it's kind of puzzle-like because you've got to use what you've got against what they've got the right way to win. And every fight is winnable. As long as you're not like letting your characters fall behind in levels and gear. Keeping up with it. It gets hard though. I don't think I've ever gotten past the part of the game where you have to fight like in a circus or something. Like a circus comes to a town. I think I have gotten past it, just not much past it. But yeah, that's like the hardest fight I remember.
I am overburdened.
The heroes I liked Luke and Ken. Luke is just your straight up buff, kind of. I think he's kind of dwarf-like.
I can't carry anymore.
Warrior dude. He uses a big old axe. Hey, it's got a bit more defense, but the resists do not compare. And he hits like a truck. I love Luke. Ken is versatile. He gets a lot of movement because he's half a horse. He has a horse lower body. And he's good at melee range. He's good at long range. Throwing his spear. And he's not too squishy. He can take some hits. And I liked Hans too. He's a great archer. Just a solid archer. Those were kind of my main guys, my main hitters usually. I want to keep this shield. Here. Waypoint. So somewhere in the Lost City is the Valley of Vipers. Okay, let's talk to Drognan.
I've been researching this lengthy eclipse, and I believe it to be the work of claw vipers. Find their temple beneath the desert sands, and you may find the source of this curse.
Okay, okay. Claw vipers. Those don't sound dangerous at all. One thing I did not like about Shining Force was that if your hero dies in the fight, you lose the fight. Like, you're not allowed to lose your hero. He's like your king. Comparable to a king in chess. He's not allowed to die or you automatically lose. I didn't like it because it prevented my hero from getting to fight much. Made me feel like I'm better off not using them most of the time. Now I'd use them anyway, because that's me, you know. That's my self-insert. He's gonna be strong as I can get him. So that mechanic there kind of undermines the RPG-ness of the game quite a bit. But it's still cool. Get off of my friend. Moon Eye? I thought you were a bug in the tunnels. Now you're a zombie.
I am overburdened.
Diablo's reusing their spirits.
I can't carry anymore. I can't carry anymore.
Small charm. Yeah, Shining Force was radical. There's no way I'm going to do a playthrough of it. Because it's slow. It's the kind of game where you can spend like an hour playing it and make no progress. Because that's how long the fight took, and you lost the fight.
I am overburdened.
When you lose a fight in that game, you have to start all over.
I am overburdened.
Yeah, starting a fight in that game is like starting a chess match. You better have time for the chess match. And if you lose, you have to do it over again until you win. It's not one of those games where you can fail enough times in a row that they just mercy pass you. You have to actually win. Cool. Marauder. Do you think these things get concussive shell? No. No, they do not. Thank you, Emilio. But that was a joke. No, you're the joke. Are you talking back to me, Emilio? That's what I thought. Plague Bearer! Immune to magic. If I was a bone necro, I would hate these things. Or hammered him. Wells cure poison? That's cool. So, most of the rune words for weapons I was looking at cannot be made on single player. But there's still some good ones I can make on single player. And also, I don't like that. I feel like they're withholding some of the game that I bought. You know what's worse? I bought this game like 3 times. Because back in the day, your disc would break. You would just have to buy it again. I think I still have the boxes to prove it. I think they made those discs cheaply so that they would break. Conspiracy theories! Alright, let's see. Give me gold. Let's check up here. Whoa, whoa. I think I can make a Breath of the Dying. And that seems like the best weapon anyway. Better than all that other stuff I was talking about. It had like 60% faster attack speed or whatever. It had the biggest enhanced damage bonus. Stone skin. I was holding shift. I'm an idiot. So Berserk's good on stone skins too. And the cool thing about the Breath of the Dying rune word is that it makes the weapon invincible. Or no, indestructible. That's the word. And rune words that make things indestructible are awesome because it's another damage. It's effectively another damage or defense bonus, because that means you can make the rune word out of an ethereal shell. And ethereal stuff always gets bonus damage or armor. Ethereal means that it can't be repaired. But if you make it indestructible, you won't have to ever repair it. So I think that's the best weapon in the game for me, is an ethereal Breath of the Dying. 6-socket rune word. And all the runes are pretty easy except 2. Vex and Zod. I already have the Vex. The Zod, however, is the highest rune in the game. Which means it's the rarest rune in the game. I think. Level up! Why are you fighting already? Didn't you see my level up? It's time for cake. Get my strengths up. So, do I want to do any more 1-point wonders? I do get a lot of mileage out of them because of my plus skills stuff on my gear and my war cry. Battle command gives +1 to all skills. Which I need to look up battle command and see if it ever turns into more than +1 to all skills. And if so, at what point? Like, what are the battle command breakpoints? So I should plan my build for that. I don't really intend to plan my build in general, but that's one of the things that even a non-planner would plan for, I think. Fire tower. Can't leech buildings either. What a bummer. Let's hit the same thing at least. Yeah, I think keeping my frenzy buff up and then swapping to Berserk is a good way to kill these things. High defense things. Incredible. So wait, I have a skill point to spin. I think I am gonna skip the last synergy for Frenzy. Taunt. Because there's too much other stuff I want. And my damage seems good enough now. So what do I want? I don't really want Iron Skin or Natural Resistance. They would just be nice to have. What I really want are my shouts boosted up pretty much as high as I can get them. And I want 1 point in that. Don't need that. I want 1 point in that too. Not sure if I'm gonna get them. I'll probably wait to calculate how many points I'm going to have left as I approach my max level. But yeah, double swing. Let's finish that one off. It only needs like 2 more points or something.
Greetings.
I'm level 78 now. How's Emilio doing? He's 77. Ha! I finally beat him at something. Sure. Wait a second. Catch up soon. What did you say, Emilio? Nothing. 10,000 defense. 1322 damage. He does more damage than me. I already actually knew that. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm surprised. But that's because his is a spear, mine's a sword. They inherently do more damage. Spears. Because they're slower. That's right. That number was damage, not DPS. Those are very different things. This is a game from a time before anybody was saying DPS. Or thinking in terms of DPS. We just wanted big numbers. It's back when games were still just games. Now they're careers, I guess. I like esports though. What I don't like is that they're not a real vocation. Like, it's not a thing that you can devote your life to and have a fulfilling life. If we're being honest. It's a thing that, like, you do as a hobby in school and maybe early adulthood, and then you cut it off once you're an adult. And if you make it big, you go to tournaments and whatever, then that's great. That would be a reason to extend your gaming career a couple of years, I think, but I don't know. When I was young, I didn't think about, like, games would just become... The games that I'm good at and love would just become irrelevant. Like, it didn't occur to me that, yeah, one day Diablo 2 is... Well, it didn't occur to me to think of the games as an investment of time. And so that's why I dumped so much time into it. It was just an escape. I think for 99% of people who play video games, that's what it is. That's what it... that's probably what it should stay. Like, I love esports and watching them and all that, but... Oh. Games come and go, but real skills like being a doctor or mechanic or anything, plumber, those last.
Good morning.
Good morning.
But a lot of the stuff you learn on games generalizes to everything else. Like, you'll never become a great plumber by just playing video games. You have to actually go be a plumber. But you can learn some important principles of just cooperating with other people, or even business, and all that sort of stuff can help you with whatever you pursue. Guardian. Come on. Oh, he's immune to magic. That was the wrong skill to use on him. They're beating us up at Emmy. I noticed. Well, what are we gonna do about it? Buy more potions.
Good morning.
That's a splendid idea. Thankfully, Drognan keeps infinity of them. Let's get some more. Yo, would it help, Emilio? If you attacked the same thing I attack. I can't do that. I know. I noticed. But you can distract things while I attack the important thing. There. Are all the summoners dead now? There we go. Salamander. He's kind of like Charmander. He's even red like him. Pokemon, there's another game I put tens of thousands of hours into. Ridiculous! Gen 1. So that's what? Red, blue, and yellow? And Gen 2. That was silver and gold and what was the next one? I don't know. But really, like, Gen 1 and 2 are the best. It's kind of a toss-up which one's better. My favorite was Charmander. What can I say? I just like a good dragon. Especially if I can have him from a baby. Raise him up to be loyal, so he doesn't have to be an evil dragon. Because dragons are inherently evil. You gotta train him out of it. But that's okay because so are people. People are inherently evil. You don't believe me? Just watch what a 2-year-old does to another 2-year-old. They steal and bite and kick. That's a baseline human. Straight out of the factory. That's how they come. And the parents, it's their job to teach them a better way. Look, kiddo, we're not in the jungle. That might be appropriate in the jungle, but we live in a society. You don't get to do that. Door. You know what I didn't understand about Shining Force, though, was the class system. There was class advancement in that game, but it was a lot like class advancement in Ragnarok when you rebirth, where if you advance your class, you're going straight back to level 1. And you gotta start up from 1 again, somehow. And it's not like you can go back to the easy fights and grind those. Those are done with. There's only forward in that game. You've got to find some way to get experience as a weakling against really strong stuff. Now you do get a power boost inherently. So you're not quite as weak as you were when you were level 1 the first time. But yeah, you're still pretty darn weak. And so it wasn't a given that you should advance your class. Like sometimes it was actually better to just stay the first class you were and keep all your levels and not have to redo your character. I think, from what I read, but I never actually got that far. To like try it and see what actually is better for me and all that. When I read it, I was disappointed. I was like, man, but I want to advance all my classes. And it was kind of like Pokemon 2 sometimes, where it would be better, you would want to advance your class, but it would be better to do it a little bit later, after you get certain things that you want.
Yes.
I love the sound of his footsteps when he has the speed boost. Well, this dungeon is tough.
Greetings.
Greetings. Don't need that. Lightning resist, poison resist, cold damage, fire resist, cold resist. Shouting will help more. Howling. Get me out of there! Let's go back in the safe direction. Huh. We'll peel them off from the edges. I don't want to be in the middle of it. If I die there,
Approach and let's trade.
I can't get my body back. Princey? Let's see, on Sega Genesis I played Sonic Pinball. That was cool. I played Lion King and Aladdin. Those were kind of lame, but I liked the Lion King movie so much that I played that one a good amount. I didn't really like the Aladdin game. It was mostly like jump puzzles and stuff. Same reason I didn't care for Mario. In general. I'm just not that interested in skill tests. I like strategy. But I like skill tests when I'm immersed in a character, though. That's when I do like skill tests. Like, let's see if me with my barbarian can beat the Duriel or whatever. That's a skill test that I like. Let's go this way, though. It doesn't work on them. That's why Undertale was kind of a slog for me. It was just skill tests after skill tests. Don't get hit by the flying dots. But I did it anyway, because the game intrigued me and charmed me in the other areas. I was like, what's going on here? There's more beneath the surface of this that I sense. But I don't know what it is. I found out, though. Boy, I found out. Sans had a lecture for me at the end. Is that his name? Is Sans?
I can't carry anymore.
Whoever the short guy is. They're rezzing them faster than we can kill them. There. We did it, buddy. Oh. I like some of the music on Undertale, though. A lot. Like Waterfall. And Molten Core. Whatever it was called. Huh. Hal was working on him earlier. Doesn't work anymore. These pesky buggers.
Good day.
Good day.
Ask and learn.
That's so true. ask and learn. Most of the time, people just don't think to ask. Or they don't have the humility to ask. Asking is admitting that you don't know something. Not a lot of people can do that anymore. You ever meet someone who has an opinion on everything? That's how you know you're dealing with a know-it-all. Can't just say, I don't know that. I don't know what that is. I've never heard of that thing. I know what that is, but I don't have any strong feelings about it in one way or another. Like, these are some of the rarest statements in our society now. Though they're inescapably some of the most common realities in life. Chop chop. One reser down. He's immune to magic. That won't work. Hit him with the physical. He's regenerating too much. I can't hit him. 77% chance to hit him. Dang. Oh, this guy's weaker. Let me hit him first. I'm gonna need Emilio's help for the other one. There we go. Maybe I need more dexterities. I am a sword user after all. I'm supposed to have good dexterity. cool. Claw Viper Temple, huh? I took all the wrong turns. Feels like Talrosh's tomb already. You know what I like to do with know-it-alls, though? This is fun. Just pretend like you don't know anything. That person is gonna love you so much. Like, wow, I really love being around this person. He makes me feel the way I want to feel. Like I'm smarter than him. Like, oh yeah, I've never heard of that. Tell me more about that. Oh, that's interesting. Wow, really? That's amazing. And then you do that long enough, they'll start humble bragging. They'll be like, I don't know how I retain all this weird knowledge. I just know a bunch of weird and useless things. It's like, yeah, huh? You're just a sponge, I guess. I think knowing it all is a great goal to have. If you make knowing it all your goal, you can be sure you're going to end up knowing a lot of stuff. But it's an unattainable goal at the same time. You can never know it all. So it's got its ups and downs. I really wanted to kill that guy, but not at the cost of Emilio's life. Or my gold.
Allow me to advise you.
Now the truth comes out. Yeah, that's right. You're expensive. You always have been. That's not true. You're right, you were cheap in the beginning. Just like my ex. Chop, chop. Embalmed. Hey, it works on some of them. So it looks like my damage is not good enough anymore. That was short-lived. That's what I get for putting a point in Whirlwind. No, that's not. That's not what did it. That's not enough to cause this problem. There he is. Oh, I scared the big guy. That feels good. Punked him. See, I only ran ahead to kill the summoner so I could come back here and kill these. But when I got there, there was just more summoners. Pretty irksome. Here he is. He's closer than I thought. Well, Emilio's dead.
Good evening.
Good evening.
But now I'm loaded. I could revive him 10 times. No problem.
Who goes there?
Ask and learn.
Alrighty. I have a feeling level 2 is going to be impossible for us. For me. Not you. You can do anything you put your mind to. But me, I suck. I'm just the worst at everything. It's a wonder I can put my pants on. Sometimes I can't even do that. I tried to save you, buddy. They had you surrounded.
Good to see you.
Those summoners are a pain in the butt. We gotta find them and take them out.
Allow me to advise you.
Gotta assassinate them. We gotta do it without rejuvenations. I guess the black energy balls kind of show you where they are. I did not mean to open that door. Misplay. Let's see, sarcophagus is a problem. Well, maybe it's one that should wait. See, he doesn't come back. Let's kill him. Cool. See, they got the fear over their head, but they're not running. There we go. Why don't they run? It worked a second ago. This howl thing is funky. That's all I'm gonna say on that right now. Oh look, the sarcophagus is dead. I have a feeling it just is empty now. It's like, I'm out of mummies. You took too long. There are no more mummies under me. Rattle room. I don't know.
Good evening.
More potions. It seems like more keep coming out of nowhere, though. Room cleared.
I can't carry anymore.
This is not even where the next floor is. What the heck? I must have walked past it. Let's go see. Straggler. Oh, it's down there, huh? It's always in the last place you look. That's because after you find it, you stop looking. Don't be a smartass. You know, I've had Emilio since normal. I guess you do know that because his aura is defiance. But in case you didn't, now you do. We go way, way back. Met when I was a teenager. Oh, is it level 3 I need? No, it's level 2. Alright, step lightly. Fill up the belt. Locked and loaded. Why are you running ahead? Doing it again. Bring them to us. Very good. Oh, oh. That hurt. So they're unhowlable. Good to know. I rushed in there too fast. Let me go this way. Get this amulet here. Rush out. See ya. There's better places to level up.
The Viper amulet you bear is actually the headpiece of a Horodric staff. Yes, you have an uncanny knack for finding rare and valuable artifacts. Of course, you'll have to use a Horodric cube to combine the headpiece with the shaft.
Of course.
I've been speaking with Lord Jeren, and I sense that he is becoming more and more agitated by something. You should try to talk to him again. If he still won't take you into his confidence, seek to prove yourself a bit more. I gather that his respect for you is growing.
Good, good. All right. Let's make the staff here. Oh. Poison resists. Let's talk to Jaren.
Hello.
The Tainted Sun.
The sun again shines on Lutko Lane. I'm beginning to like you, traveler.
Cool.
Even though he was once a bandit, I permitted Elzix to take over the Desert Rain Inn. He has been quite civilized ever since.
How merciful of you. Well, let's see. What else do I want to do? I think I might call it here. Got a level? That's good. I'm calling it. See you next time.